The 1980 quarter-dollar coin of the United States, commonly known as the Washington quarter, is part of one of the most recognizable and enduring coin series in American history. To understand the full story behind the 1980 quarter, it is essential to explore not only its design and mint marks, but also the broader historical, economic, and cultural context that shaped its creation and circulation. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it is a continuation of a legacy that began in the early 20th century and reflects the evolution of American coinage, artistry, and national identity. Origins of the Washington Quarter. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington. At that time, the United States was in the midst of the Great Depression, and the government sought to honor Washington while also redesigning the quarter denomination. The coin replaced the earlier standing Liberty Quarter, which had been in circulation since 1916. The design of the Washington Quarter was created by sculptor John Flanagan. His depiction of George Washington on the obverse front of the coin was based on a bust by French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon. Flanagan's design was chosen through a competition, although the selection process was controversial, as many artists and critics believed another design was superior. From its introduction in 1932 until 1964, the Washington Quarter was struck in 90% silver. However, due to rising silver prices and a shortage of coinage metal, the composition was changed in 1965 to a copper-nickel-clad format. This change directly affects the 1980 quarter, which is part of the clad coinage era. The United States mint and coin production. The production of the 1980 quarter took place under the authority of the United States Mint, the federal agency responsible for producing coinage for circulation. Established in 1792, the Mint operates several facilities across the country, including those in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. By 1980, the Mint had modernized significantly compared to its early years. Coin production involved advanced machinery, capable of striking coins at high speed and with consistent quality. Each coin began as a blank metal disc known as a planchette, which was then struck between two dies to imprint the design. Mint marks on the 1980 quarter. Mint marks are small letters on coins that indicate where they were produced. The 1980 Washington quarter was minted at three primary facilities. Philadelphia, no mint mark. Denver, D mint mark. San Francisco, SMint mark. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint is the oldest mint in the United States, and traditionally did not use a mint mark for most of its history. As a result, 1980 quarters produced in Philadelphia bear no letter indicating their origin. Philadelphia quarters were produced in large quantities for general circulation. These coins are common today and are typically valued at face value unless they are in exceptional condition or possess unique errors. Denver Mint, D mint mark. The Denver Mint has been producing coins since 1906. Coins minted here carry a D mint mark, which appears on the obverse of the coin just to the right of Washington's ponytail. The 1980 D quarter was also produced in large numbers and is widely circulated. Like the Philadelphia version, its value is generally modest unless found in high-grade condition. San Francisco Mint, SMint mark. The San Francisco Mint primarily produces proof coins rather than coins intended for general circulation. Proof coins are specially made for collectors using polished dies and planchets, resulting in a mirror-like finish and sharp details. The 1980 S quarter is a proof coin and was sold as part of proof sets. These coins were not released into circulation and are typically found in protected packaging. They are more valuable than regular circulation coins due to their quality and limited production. Design of the 1980 quarter. The design of the 1980 quarter remained largely unchanged from the original 1932 version, with only minor modifications over time. Obverse. Front. The obverse features a left-facing profile of George Washington. The inscriptions include Liberty at the top, In God We Trust to the left of Washington's portrait, the year 1980 at the bottom. The mint mark, if present, appears to the right of Washington's hair ribbon. Reverse, back. The reverse of the coin features an eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows and surrounded by olive branches. This design symbolizes both strength and peace. The inscriptions include United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum above the eagle, $quarter at the bottom. This reverse design was also created by John Flanagan and remained in use until 1998, when it was replaced by the 50-state quarters program. Composition and specifications. The 1980 quarter is composed of a copper-nickel-clad structure. Outer layers, 75% copper, 25% nickel. Core, 100% copper. This composition gives the coin its silvery appearance while maintaining durability and reducing costs. Other specifications include diameter, 24.3 millimeters. Weight, 5.67 grams. Edge, reeded with small grooves. These specifications have remained consistent for quarters since the clad composition was introduced in 1965. Historical context of 1980. To fully appreciate the 1980 quarter, it is important to understand the historical context of the United States at that time. The year 1980 was a period of economic difficulty and political change. The country was experiencing high inflation, rising unemployment, and an energy crisis. This economic environment influenced the production and circulation of coinage as the demand for physical currency remained strong. In 1980, Jimmy Carter was serving as president. Later that year, Ronald Reagan was elected, marking a significant shift in American political and economic policy. The coinage system itself was stable during this time, with no major changes to the quarter design or composition. However, the broader economic conditions influenced how coins were used and perceived by the public, collecting the 1980 quarter. Coin collecting, also known as numismatics, has long been a popular hobby in the United States. The 1980 quarter is often included in collections due to its accessibility and role within the Washington Quarter series. Collectors typically seek coins based on several factors. Mint mark, P, D, or S. Condition, graded on a scale from poor to mint state. Errors or varieties. Proof versus circulation strikes. Condition and grading. The value of a 1980 quarter depends heavily on its condition. Coins that have been heavily circulated may show wear, scratches, and dull surfaces. In contrast, uncirculated coins retain their original luster and sharp details. Professional grading services assign numerical grades with higher numbers indicating better condition. A coin graded MS-65 or higher is considered to be in excellent condition and may command a premium. Proof coins. The 1980s proof quarter is particularly desirable among collectors. These coins are distinguished by their mirror-like surfaces and frosted designs. They are typically preserved in protective cases and are less likely to show wear. Errors and varieties. Some 1980 quarters may exhibit minting errors, which can increase their value. Common types of errors include off-center strikes, double dies, where the design appears doubled, clipped planchets, die cracks. While most 1980 quarters are standard issues, collectors often search for these rare variations as they can be significantly more valuable. Role in everyday life. The quarter has long been one of the most widely used coins in the United States. In 1980, quarters were essential for everyday transactions, including vending machines, public telephones, and parking meters. The purchasing power of a quarter in 1980 was greater than it is today. For example, a quarter could buy small items such as candy, newspapers, or local transit fares. Transition to modern coinage. The 1980 quarter represents a midpoint between traditional coinage and modern commemorative programs. In 1999, the United States Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program, which introduced new reverse designs for each state. This program marked a significant departure from the long-standing eagle reverse design used on the 1980 quarter. It also sparked renewed interest in coin collecting among the general public. Cultural significance. The Washington quarter is more than just currency. It is a symbol of American history and identity. The image of George Washington serves as a reminder of the nation's founding and its democratic ideals. Coins like the 1980 quarter also reflect the artistic and technological capabilities of their time. The precision and consistency of their design demonstrate the advancements made by the United States Mint over nearly 2 centuries. Legacy of the 1980 quarter. Today, the 1980 quarter remains a common coin in circulation, although many have been removed and saved by collectors. Its value in everyday transactions remains 25 cents, but its historical and collectible value can be greater depending on its condition and characteristics. For numismatists, the 1980 quarter is an important part of the Washington Quarter series, representing the continuity of American coinage during a period of economic and political change. Conclusion. The 1980 United States $quarter coin is a product of a long and rich history that combines art, economics, and national identity. From its origins in the 1932 commemoration of George Washington to its production in multiple mint facilities, the coin reflects the enduring legacy of American coinage. Its design, created by John Flanagan and inspired by Jean-Antoine Houdon, has stood the test of time, remaining largely unchanged for decades. The mint marks of Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco provide insight into the coin's production, while its clad composition reflects the economic realities of the modern era. Set against the backdrop of 1980, a year marked by economic challenges and political transition, the quarter serves as a tangible link to the past. Whether viewed as a piece of currency, a collectible item, or a historical artifact, the 1980 quarter continues to hold significance for collectors and historians alike. In the broader scope of United States history, coins like the 1980 quarter are small but meaningful objects that tell the story of a nation, its leaders, its values, and its evolution over time.